Hello, everyone.
It's Reggie Roo here.
Do you know what a ferry is? A ferry is a boat used to carry people, cars, and cargo across water. They come in all sizes. Here comes a large black ferry with some people on board. Can you see them wave? Hello. The water is very calm today. You can see a reflection of the ferry in the water. The ferry glides slowly into the harbor. The harbor is where the ferry stops. Looks like this ferry is resting here for the night. Have you ever caught a ferry? Along comes the black ferry again. This time, it's stopping at a dock. The hull opens up like a giant mouth so the people can get on and off. Wow. Look at the hull close. Jump. Now, a big blue ferry opens up its hull. Do you think they should get on? Yes, on they get. The ferry sails along a beautiful fjord. A fjord is a water inlet that is very deep and has very high sides. There's the captain steering the ferry. The people can sit inside or up on the top deck to watch the scenery go past. The ferry is going to drop some of the people off now. The captain carefully steers the ferry into the dock. A perfect landing, and the people all walk off. Now the ferry motors away, followed by a lot of noisy seagulls. The blue ferry disappears behind the clouds. Hooroo! G'day, boys and girls. Reggie Roo here. Have you ever imagined floating way up in the air? Like a hot air balloon does? Early in the morning, they begin to fill up the balloons with hot air. The pilot uses a big fan and a loud burner to fill the balloon. The hot air makes the balloon float. The burners also make the balloons glow in the dark. Doesn't that look great? Can you see the flames from the burners? Wow. One of the hot air balloons begins to float up. The pilot sits in the basket and controls the burner. His colorful balloon goes higher and higher. The burner makes lots of noise. There are lots of different types of balloons. Here's one in the mountains that is shaped like a bumblebee. They are very colorful. High above the fields and trees, the purple and red balloon sails away. Do you think it would be fun to float along in a hot air balloon? Yes, me too. Hooroo! Hello, kids. Reggie Roo here. You are in for a treat today. Have you ever seen a space shuttle? There's the shuttle on the launch pad. It's about to launch. Everyone at Mission Control is ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff! Wow! Fire blasts out of the engine and the smoke billows out as the shuttle powers into the sky. The shuttle is made up of a large orange fuel tank, 2 thin white rocket boosters, and the part that looks like a plane is called an orbiter. Soon after, the two white boosters drop off and fall into the ocean. A special boat picks them up as the shuttle continues into space. The shuttle is used to carry astronauts and equipment to the International Space Station, which rotates high above the Earth below. Inside the space station, the astronauts conduct experiments as they float around. Later, they use the orbiter to get back down to Earth. It glides back like a plane.
Speed now 320 miles per hour. Gears down and locked.
Touchdown. The parachute at the back helps the orbiter slow down. Isn't that exciting? Would you like to be an astronaut and go into space? Yes, I would too. The astronauts are back, safely on the ground. Hooroo! G'day, girls and boys. Reggie Roo here. What can float on water, but also fly? A seaplane can. A seaplane has big floats on the bottom instead of wheels. Therefore, a seaplane can float just like a boat. They use calm bodies of water, like a lake or a river, as a runway, which means they can land in places where there are no runways, like high up on a remote mountain lake. Seaplanes can also dock at a harbor just like a boat. Here's a seaplane motoring through the water. Is it about to take off? Yes, it is! The propeller speeds up, the water begins to splash and spray, and take off! Up, up and away it flies, high above the buildings and ships. The seaplane soars through the sky like a bird. Out of the clouds comes the seaplane. Would you like to see it land on the lake? Looks like it's coming into land now. And splash! The seaplane touches down on the water. Did you know that some airplanes could take off and land on water? Aren't seaplanes clever? Hooroo! G'day, girls and boys. Reggie Roo here. What's everyone's favorite earth mover? A digger, of course. They're great for moving lots of dirt. Here is a yellow digger scooping up some dirt. His friend the dump truck reverses up slowly. The shovel lifts up and the dirt piles into the back of the dump truck. Look how the digger can spin all the way around. Did you know diggers are also called excavators? Can you say excavator? Ex-ca-va-ter. Excavator. The excavator scratches at the ground and lifts up the dirt like a giant hand. Oops, don't spill it. Away goes the dump truck with a full load of dirt in the back. Can you see how many wheels the dump truck has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 big wheels. He'll be back for more soon. And so will I. Hooroo! Good day, girls and boys. Reggie Roo here. Hooray! We're back at the farm again today. Would you like to see how the farmer feeds a whole shed of cows? I would too. Here comes the farmer, Carl. Carl is driving a large forklift with a telescopic arm. He attaches the shovel and begins scooping up the silage. Then he drops it into the red feeder. Silage is a mixture of different grass crops, maize, and cereals. The cows think it's yummy. Would you like to eat some too? No, that's silly. Using the green tractor, he pulls out the red feeder full of yummy silage for the cows. The feeder pulls up beside the cows. Look, here comes breakfast, says one of the hungry black cows. What's going to happen? Wow, the silage pours out. Careful you don't get hit in the head, girls, says another cow. Back and forth goes the noisy tractor. That's a lot of food. The silage jumps out the top as the feeder goes past. Look at how happy they are now, points out Eloise. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Here comes young Purdy. She's helping to feed the cows. Thank you, Purdy. Moo. Now, Carl uses the forklift to get some straw for dessert. Lucky cows. He dumps the straw into the feeder and cuts the string. The straw chopper sprays the straw behind the cows. It goes over the top of the cows and some gets on the cow's back. Oops. Thanks, Carl, for the yummy dessert, say the cows. Now I'm hungry. Hooroo. G'day, boys and girls. Reggie Roo here. Do you like diggers? Have you ever seen one with a hydraulic breaker on its arm? There's a digger with a breaker. The digger uses the breaker to hammer into the concrete footpath. Tap, 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 it goes. They're breaking up the concrete so the workmen can build a new footpath. The breaker scratches, scrapes, and hammers away. Can you see the ground shake? Oh! The digger lifts up a large piece of concrete and pushes it to the side. The workman helps by showing the best place to hammer. Tap, tap, tap. The pavement gets broken into tiny pieces. In the digger cabin, a man controls the digger arm and breaker. It's very loud, isn't it? Now, the workman uses a level to make sure the new pavement will be flat, with no bumps to trip on. The clever digger can spin all the way around and hammer on the other side too. Can you see the man in the cabin controlling the digger? And off the digger drives. The workmen have had a busy day preparing the footpath for the new pavement. Hooroo! G'day, boys and girls.
It's Reggie Roo here.
How do workmen fix things that are really high up? Well, they could use a telescopic boom. Here is a red telescopic boom. Can you see the worker on the platform? He's using the controls to move the boom up and to the side and up again. Look how big it is. The boom is as tall as the building. Would you like to be up high on a telescopic boom? Or would you be too scared? The boom has a very long extendable arm and a base with wheels. The worker now moves the boom across so he can work on a different part of the building. He is very careful. Look at him now. Do you think he could get that high without a boom? No. The big red boom swings to the left, and the arm lowers down. The boom is very big. It almost takes up the whole street. Down goes the man. He's finished his work. With the help of his telescopic boom, of course. Hooroo! Hi, everyone.
It's Reggie Roo here.
We're off to visit a building site today. What's that, boys and girls? That's right. It's a truck. But it's a special type of truck called a grab lorry. A grab lorry is used on building sites to move things. This grab lorry is moving dirt. The arm swings around, the claw opens, and the dirt drops onto the truck. The man is using the controls to move the arm and grab the dirt. Can you see the arm moving? There's a lot of dirt to remove from the building site today. Wow. Look at the claw spin around. The driver pats down the dirt. That way, no dirt flies out of the truck when the truck drives off. Crunch, crunch, crunch. He shakes the claw to get all the remaining dirt out. Then he places the arm on top. Now, the grab lorry is ready to drive away. He jumps up into the front to take all the dirt away. They must have picked up a lot of dirt. Do you wish you could grab that much dirt? Look at the big hole left behind. Hooroo!